out to Marietta with the Pioneers taking on the Cardinals. We'll skip ahead to the third quarter with Marietta trailing by 3. Allie Greg drives baseline, stops on a dime, and scores in close. That makes it 34-33 Otterbein. Late in the third, Cardinals up by 7 now. Kiara Hudgens passes to Anna Waskowitz, who gets to the rim for 2. They led by 7 after 3. But the Pioneers fight back in the fourth. Off a steal, Great kicks it out to an open Addie Hill, and she buries the corner 3. Marietta takes a 53-50 lead late. Just over 3 minutes to go, they're up 1. TJ Carpenter fakes the pass, drives, spins, goes up and under, then puts it in with the left hand. That makes it 57-54. Over a minute left, now a 1-point game. Paige Tolson comes off the screen, then finds Hannah Croft, who lays it in for 2. Pioneers still up 59-56. Otterbein trying to close the gap. Abby Rawlings passes to Mattie Walburn, who puts in the scoop layup here, but Marietta makes key free throws down the stretch to preserve the 64-60 win.